Welcome to Private 1977 channel. Subscribe to the channel. And don't miss the hottest news of the day. Our news today includes the following content. In today's fast-evolving entertainment industry, audiences are no longer satisfied with predictable plots or surface-level storytelling. What they truly seek is something deeper, an emotional experience that feels real, immersive, and personal. They want to feel something that lingers long after the screen fades to black. When Zhao Lusi and Wulei first appeared together on screen, that longing seemed to be fulfilled almost instantly. There was something undeniably natural about their chemistry. It didn't feel forced or manufactured. Instead, it unfolded with a quiet authenticity that drew viewers in. Their interactions carried a softness, a familiarity, as if they weren't acting at all, but simply living through the emotions of their characters. For many viewers, this blurred line between fiction and reality became the most captivating part of their collaboration. And that was just the beginning. What truly fueled the phenomenon was the fascinating interplay between their on-screen performances and their off-screen moments. In the drama, they built a relationship through subtle expressions, carefully paced dialogue, and emotional nuance. But behind the scenes, it was the unguarded details that caught attention: an exchanged glance, a fleeting smile, a moment of shared laughter. These fragments, seemingly insignificant on their own, became powerful in the hands of fans. Across social media platforms, viewers began editing clips, stitching together moments, and constructing their own interpretations. What started as simple behind-the-scenes footage evolved into layered emotional narratives. Fans didn't just watch the story anymore, they became part of it, actively shaping and expanding its meaning. This shift is significant. It transforms the audience from passive consumers into active creators. Psychologically, the appeal runs deeper than just admiration. People often project their own emotional desires onto what they see. In Zhao Lusi's character, many viewers recognized a version of love they longed for: gentle, understanding, and emotionally safe. That connection extended beyond the fictional storyline and into their perception of the actors themselves. As a result, their collaboration transcended the boundaries of a typical drama. It became something larger, a cultural moment driven as much by audience imagination as by the original work. But with that level of attention came inevitable consequences. As discussions intensified, the focus gradually shifted. What began as appreciation for their acting slowly turned into speculation about their personal lives. Were their emotions real? Did their connection exist beyond the script? This growing curiosity placed both actors under increasing scrutiny. In response, Zhao Lusi's management team issued a clear statement: the interactions between the two were purely professional, a result of their dedication to their roles rather than any real-life relationship. From an industry standpoint, this explanation was logical and expected. Actors are trained to create believable emotions, it's part of their craft. Yet, the public wasn't entirely convinced. In fact, the statement seemed to spark even more discussion. Once audiences have formed an emotional attachment, a purely rational explanation can feel unsatisfying. It addresses the facts, but not the feelings. And in this case, it was the feelings that mattered most. This tension highlights a broader reality within the entertainment industry: the delicate balance between personal identity and public image. For Zhao Lusi, emphasizing her focus on her career wasn't just a denial of rumors. It was also a strategic move. It reinforced her image as an independent, professional actress while protecting her private life. The response didn't shut down speculation entirely, but it established a boundary, subtle, yet firm. Wulei's side responded with equal professionalism. His team emphasized that strong on-screen chemistry is not accidental. It is built through communication, trust, and mutual understanding. In this sense, his interactions with Zhao Lusi were a reflection of his dedication to his work, not an extension of personal feelings. This perspective aligns with Wulei's reputation in the industry. Known for his discipline and consistency, he has demonstrated strong working relationships with many co-stars across different projects. His ability to create believable connections is part of his skill set, not a one-time exception. However, this rational explanation faces a fundamental challenge. Audiences are naturally drawn to the idea of something unique and irreplaceable. They want to believe that what they're seeing is special, that it cannot simply be recreated with someone else. When told that chemistry is a professional skill, it can feel almost too simple, even if it's true. In this context, Wulei's stance serves as a quiet reminder: the true charm of an actor lies in their ability to embody different relationships, not to be defined by a single one. Still, the story didn't end there. Part of the entertainment industry's allure lies in what remains unconfirmed. Rumors began circulating that the two maintained contact after filming, occasionally appearing at the same events. On the surface, these are ordinary occurrences, colleagues staying in touch, attending shared engagements. But in the eyes of fans, nothing is ever just ordinary. Every interaction becomes a clue. Every coincidence carries meaning. From a communication perspective, this is a classic example of how information evolves. Simple facts are reshaped as they spread, layered with emotion and interpretation until they form a narrative far removed from their original context. This process doesn't just make the story more engaging, it also makes the truth harder to define. In this sense, these post-filming clues are less about evidence and more about emotional continuity. They allow the audience to keep the story alive, even when reality may be far more straightforward. Occasionally, insights from within the production team add another dimension. An anonymous staff member once revealed that during filming, Zhao Lusi and Wulei often spent their breaks talking, not just about their characters, but about life, experiences, and personal thoughts. This kind of interaction suggests a deeper level of communication, one that goes beyond professional necessity. Moments like these feel authentic because they occur outside the spotlight. Without cameras or an audience, people tend to behave more naturally. For fans, such details become compelling pieces of the puzzle. Yet, it's important to remain grounded. In high-pressure filming environments, it's common for actors to form close bonds. Long hours, shared challenges, and emotional intensity can naturally lead to strong connections. These may develop into friendships or simply remain as fleeting yet meaningful experiences. Either way, that sincerity, however temporary, contributes to the authenticity that audiences perceive. Public appearances add another layer to this narrative. At an awards ceremony, when Wulei's name was announced, cameras captured Zhao Lusi's reaction, genuine excitement that she couldn't fully conceal. The moment quickly spread online, dissected and reinterpreted from every angle. Similarly, During an interview, Wulei described his ideal type. Some of the qualities he mentioned seemed to align, almost coincidentally, with Zhao Lusi's personality. Once again, speculation reignited. Individually, these moments prove nothing. But emotionally, they carry weight. Humans have a natural tendency to search for meaning, especially when information is incomplete. Small details become symbols, and coincidences feel intentional. These interpretations may not reflect reality, but they deepen the audience's emotional investment. And that investment is what keeps the story alive. Fan culture plays a crucial role in all of this. The concept of CP, couple pairing, is more than just entertainment, it's a form of collective storytelling. Through edits, analyses, and discussions, fans continuously expand the narrative. What begins as a scripted relationship evolves into a complex, shared imagination. This reflects a defining feature of modern media. Audiences are no longer just observers. They are participants, creators, and influencers. However, this dynamic comes with risks. When the line between fiction and reality blurs, it can place significant pressure on the individuals involved. Overinterpretation may lead to misunderstandings, affecting not only public perception but also the actors' personal and professional lives. Enjoying the narrative is part of the experience, but maintaining a sense of balance is equally important. In the end, the enduring fascination with Zhao Lusi and Wulei's relationship is not rooted solely in facts. It thrives on emotion, imagination, and the space in between. Official statements, behind-the-scenes insights, and fan interpretations are all pieces of a much larger puzzle. None of them offer a complete answer, and perhaps that's the point. Because in the world of entertainment, certainty often marks the end of a story. Ambiguity, on the other hand, keeps it alive. And maybe that's why the story continues to captivate. Not because it has a clear conclusion, but because it doesn't. What do you think about this? This concludes our new section. Welcome to leave your thoughts in the comments area. Let's discuss it together. Welcome, don't forget to give me a like and follow. Thank for all.